up, Capricorn, Capricorn Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs? Welcome to my channel, Tarot by the Intuitive Teacup. We're going to read your tarot cards today. So let's do it. Let's tap into Capricorn's energy. This is a general reading, guys, so not everything I say will resonate with every single Capricorn out there. Know that in advance. Set your expectations, right? Come into it with an open heart and an open mind, and if it's your story, if it resonates, take it and run with it. If not, please release it and assume it's going out to someone else, okay? You're accountable and responsible for all your actions and decisions. All right, these cards are new, so they stick together a little bit. Interesting. So possibly an offer comes back from the past that you're needing to think about. The Lovers. All right. Yep. Oh my gosh. I just have to show you these. The visual imagery on these cards, she just looks like, what the fuck? And then the Tower comes in like she was anticipating it or expecting it or just reacting to it. Just like, well, that came out of nowhere. I think this does have to do with someone from the past coming back, and I do want to say completely unexpectedly. I actually don't think this is a bad tower. I just think it catches you completely off guard. I'm even getting this message of it could be someone who approaches you physically in person. You know, you're out shopping at the mall and you get a tap on your shoulder and it's that person you dated in college or something, and you're just like, oh my God. There's a certain amount of shock. It rattles you, but it doesn't necessarily mean it's bad. So there's a person from your past who's been thinking about you for, I think, quite a long time, possibly like years, a high amount. I would say like 6 years or more. And this may not make sense to everyone out there. So again, just one message. It very likely has to do with a Leo. If it doesn't, that's fine. It's someone who you had a lot of chemistry with, especially like sexual chemistry. So I imagine that you guys had, slept together or something like that. There's a lot of physical connection. This is someone from your past, and I do think they treated you well. This doesn't seem like a narcissistic ex. This doesn't seem like that person who ruined your life. It seems circumstantial. I think there was a goodbye that was very teary and very emotional. Something bitter. I don't even know if I would say bittersweet. It seems like this definitely has a vibe of like your family's moved apart, or this could even be like junior high sweethearts. Like it feels old, but it feels very innocent. It feels very sweet. It really wasn't tarnished by a lot of negativity that came between you. It was just, again, it was circumstantial, especially over distance. You had to say goodbye because someone was moving or taking a job or their family moved away. It may have to do with, again, a Scorpio, a Leo. Anyway, what essentially this is leading up to is that this person has thought about you for, again, possibly like decades, like a really long time. And I'm even getting things may have come and gone in their romantic life. So sometimes they thought about you, then they found a new relationship. But it's like no matter what happened, they always kept going back to like the one that got away. And I'm very careful about delivering those messages. So again, this is not the toxic ex. This is really not someone who ever did you wrong. Again, there was just a scenario where there was an obstacle and it had to end. So have faith that if this is truly meant to be yours, Capricorn, it will come back around again. But I'm literally getting years later. So then there's this reunion. This is where it comes back around again. This may involve a Gemini as well. You may have strong Gemini in your chart, Capricorn. Yeah, this is you. So I'm confused, I'm just curious. I guess I want to pose the question. Do you even know who this is? Because if it really catches you out of nowhere, and I think it does, I'm not getting sort of that classic, rom-com story of, oh, but you both always thought about each other. It could be, Capricorn, that you're already involved in another relationship, and maybe you have been for some time, so that when this person comes back around, you don't know what to do with it. Because you may already be with a water sign. There may be a water sign on one or both ends of this. You definitely have Leo and Scorpio here. You have some earth energy here, as well as Gemini and possibly some water. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Yeah, I think that's what this is. I think you're already taken, Capricorn. Do you see how it's like there's already an established lover, and then this person comes in like, hey, so I'd like to offer you my heart. And I think that's why you're like, I think you're blown away. I just keep getting, and I don't mean to oversell this reading. I'm not in it for the hype value and clickbaity type stuff, but I just get the message, this shocks you. It comes out of nowhere. Yeah, I think for a lot of you, it's very likely a water sign, especially male or female, a Cancer, Leo, cusper, someone who is both of that very strong in their chart. Maybe their Venus is in Leo, but they're a Cancer Sun or whatever. This person's kind of so excited to connect with you again. They probably ask you out to, hang out or grab coffee or whatever. I'm not sure that they know that you're taken. What's the vibe here? Because I don't, if this person knows that you're already with someone else, and I imagine they might, unless they're like not on social media, because this is for my Capricorns who are already kind of in something else. I'm wondering if this person has always thought about you. There's a very good chance they would have looked you up in some way. Unless they're just blissfully unaware that you're involved with someone. I guess it's possible, but I mean, you would know, right? Is it public knowledge on your social accounts or whatever? Maybe you don't have social media, that you're already with someone. I want to get the vibe on this one. Because there's the potential for this to be a little bit sketchy. Like, why are you approaching Capricorn if you know that they're... What's the deal here? I mean, part of me thinks that they do know, and it's not that they're trying to start third-party things. It's that I'm going to say it in a slightly selfish way. I'm not hating on your person, or whoever this is. It's really not your person. It's your person of the past. But it's slightly selfish in that they feel like their life is incomplete without you. So in a way, they feel like they have nothing else to lose, because try as they might to date other people and connect with new prospects romantically, it's like they always come back to you. And so maybe that's why they were never able to come forward, because for years you've been with someone else, or for months, or they just didn't know. Maybe there was a sense of mystery of, maybe this person just looked you up for the first time ever, right? I mean, I know some people do not do the social media thing, which is fine. But yeah, there's something, I'm almost getting this person, something about welling of tears in their eyes. I don't know. I think it's that feeling that you're the one that got away. I just keep getting that. What is this person's intention for Capricorn? It could be a female water sign, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. It doesn't have to be, though. What is the vibe here? And this could be the cross-watchers too, right? My Cancer's cross-watching on those Capricorns, right? I'm just kidding. Any sign. All right, yeah. They want marriage with you, or they know that you're already engaged. What's the deal here? They want commitment. They see you as something about traditional. I don't know. Loyalty, traditional. I don't know what this is. This doesn't feel like someone who you are still friends with, really, though. It's very interesting. Yeah, this person very likely had to move away, or vice versa. What is this person's intention? Yeah, they come in very confident, like they've decided you're the one. So I don't know how to feel about this. Part of me is like, is this person out of touch with reality, or are they a little bit... I don't frequently get like, is this person crazy? But I don't know. Part of me, and I don't mean to offend guys, right? I'm going to keep reading this, but there's something about, I don't know, engaging with Capricorn right now it's at a time where there quite clearly is no room for another romantic suitor. And so is this what you're doing, Capricorn? I don't know. Because for my single Capricorns, this might not make sense to you. Unless this is you. Maybe you're crushing on another Capricorn from your past, right? I don't know. There seems to be a female who's pining after someone. I'm going to put it that way. I don't know. Taurus, Aries may factor into this. It's like when I'm asking what is their vibe, it's being clarified with people cards. So in terms of it not being Aries or Taurus, this is about solidarity, solid foundations, establishing some sort of solid foundation and empire. It's all about control and order. And I would even say like hierarchy. The emperor is the one who builds the empire. It's a great card for finances and business, but there can be a stubbornness, there can be a hot-headedness, inflexibility. And then this is all about order and tradition, and again, marriage, institutions, teachers, leaders, things of that sort. So again, maybe you guys went to school together or something like that. There could be a connection to a father figure. And I mean, quite literally, I'm asking, what is this person's vibe? The mere fact that they're showing up with two other people says to me, they may know that you already have another person, that you may essentially, whether it's, in writing or not, be committed to someone else. So that's the vibe I get. It's like they're willing to risk it. They're going to roll the dice anyway, knowing that you may reject them. And yeah, so I don't know. I don't know who's who here. Like, I can't get a grasp on it. This person who is shocked at the revelation that someone is making a love offer to them, someone from their past who they haven't talked to in years, ages, like, tell me a little bit more. Your initial reaction is to throw up the walls, to be defensive, to block this person, or... Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, you're going to reject this person. Yeah, okay, so here's what I'm getting from this. I know this is a very specific reading, and I'm sorry, that happens. I try so hard to do general readings, and it's just not how I read tarot, so more reason to book a personal with me. But the more I look at this, it starts off all cute and warm and fuzzy, and I get it, but this person is living in the past, and this person essentially doesn't want to understand that things have shifted and grown and changed. And I mean, do correct me if I'm wrong in the comments below, Capricorn. Again, like, you have free will, you can do whatever you want, but this feels like for most of you, it's someone approaching you from the past. You're already taken, and this person refuses to accept it. It almost has a bit of like a stalker vibe to it, or maybe not stalker. I don't do fear-based readings, but it has a vibe of this person won't take no for an answer. And again, I want to underscore, for most of you, this is a female who's really obsessing. I'm actually shocked the devil hasn't come out, but that is your card, right? It's almost like they refuse to see things any other way than their own mind. There's a stubbornness or a selfishness in being like, my only person in life, my only marriage partner is Capricorn, and I know it. And I mean, again, I'm not saying this person is completely gone. I think it's going to vary a little bit, but there also is something, this message here about this person has actually messaged you before and you've had to block them. You may have had like a bit of I don't know, I hate to use the word stalker, but a little bit, like someone just doesn't get it. So even though you're like, hey, like, I'm actually engaged, like, I'm not interested, I'm not available, this person still tries to push their way in a little bit. And it's funny, as much as I want to give the benefit of the doubt to the Queen of Cups here, she has this like starry look in her eyes where she's not in touch with reality. Her emotions are driving her forward, but there's no sense of logic. That's important. There's no swords here. There's no logic involved. It's like, it's almost like, oh, well, the heart wants what the heart wants. Yeah, but what the heart wants is not reciprocated. And so that's why I think you're like, no, it's not going to happen. And even just the idea of, this is you, Capricorn, male or female, if someone puts a pentacle in your lap, right, this person who's offering something when you quite clearly have eyes for someone else, I'm asking, how is Capricorn going to respond, aside from Seven of Wands, which is like, back the F off. Tower moment, right? You reject it. You say no, thank you. That's not what I want. And gosh, the deeper I dig into this, it does have a little bit of, this person just can't take a hint. You blocking them or not responding to them or this or that. They've built it up in their mind that you're the one. And again, I stick with, they've tried to date other people, but they're taking it as like this almost, gosh, it's so uncomfortable, like this delusion. Oh, well, it's a sign from God. I must be meant for Capricorn. And like, God has nothing to do with this. Like, because it's not this holy union. It's not divinely guided. It's just, what's divinely guided is the person Capricorn ended up with, because it seems to be based on some sense of foundation and logic. And even when you do reject them, I think in person, because this person has it built up in their mind that, oh, well, they just didn't get my text. They just didn't see it. They must have changed their number. This person's sense of reason is a really, really, it's blurry. It's odd. The way this person rationalizes everyday things in their life. So even if this person approaches you in public, and that's making a lot of sense to me, reasonably so, because you're just like they catch you in public and you're just like, no, this is uncomfortable. I think there is there's still the chance for you to be like, nope, we're done. I can't do this. And you're probably going to do it in a nice way. Some of you are just going to be like, this is the last straw. I'm going to like, blow my lid at this person. This person is still in their mind going to be like, well, they rejected me once, but I think I could win them over. Like there's a 2 of Cups thing there. And it's just like, again, like this person just doesn't take no for an answer. Gosh, I'm going to do a new reading, but this is like restraining order written all over it. The more there it is. I was going to say obsession. I'm waiting for the 8 of Swords too. Like this person is so lost in their own mind. They've lost touch with reality. And okay, if it's not a person of your past, it's someone who very much wears rose-tinted glasses. Someone who doesn't like to accept the truth. And it's like they always go back to the drawing board to, I don't know, figure it out in a way where it's not their approach that's wrong. It's that you're eventually going to come around. Almost the way of Strength being like the opposite of its high vibrational meaning. And it's high vibrational, it's like giving up to the divine in a sense, or releasing control. It's like this person is trying to force something together, and it's like they just won't take no for an answer. And I'm struggling with this because I don't do fear-based readings, but there is something about this that is actually very unsettling to me as a reader. Like I am a little bit like, hey, Capricorn, like that person who's messaging you, like just be careful. Like maybe, I don't know, because part of me is like, make it very clear that you're not interested, but I'm not sure that this person understands that. So I guess I'm just saying, be very cognizant of those who are kind of attaching themselves to you, because it's not healthy. Very, very odd. There is not reciprocity here. This person needs to wrap it up. So if this is a cross-watcher reading, right? And it might be, guys, because I know this one is very unusual. It's very unique. For the cross-watchers who are watching on Capricorn, and again, Capricorn is quite clearly taken or with someone else, and again, in your head, you're just like, oh, they'll come around. I don't mean to offend, but I think you really need to question, why are you putting Capricorn up on a pedestal? Why are you refusing to see what is quite clearly, tangibly evidence there that they're taken? Like I just have to say in the most gentle way, you need to put this down, because I think this is essentially a wish, a dream that you've been holding on to, again, for years. Like this could even be like decades. And I think the longer you continue to justify or reason that no, they'll come around, you're actually blocking yourself from really important spiritual individual growth, but also the ability to meet someone who is compatible with you. But again, I'm trying to be very gentle with how I say this, but like this seems like someone who may, whether it's a cross-watcher or whoever, like a good candidate for maybe like some therapy, right? Maybe just so you can have an unbiased outside perspective on this relationship, because I think that would really suit you, more or less, whatever or whoever is involved. This offer that comes through, what is the result? Opposition, deflection, and ultimately rejection, disappointment. So do you see how like there really is not a silver lining here? And I think a lot of you intuitively know it to be true. But again, this idea of rose-tinted glasses and, well, again, like even if I force my way in, eventually they'll notice me and see me. That seems like a lot of wasted effort. It's not going to go the way you think it will. So, I don't like that 3 people, it's like someone's trying to force their way into third-party stuff, or even, again, someone who's already married. Could involve some of these zodiac signs. I'm not sure. Capricorn, you threw me for a loop here. Yeah, there are clues all around you. Start noticing the signs, because it's a sign that you need to change. You need to transform your way of life, your perspective. The Hangman doesn't wear a blindfold. He's quite literally inverted upside down so that he can see things from a new perspective, not the perspective of 10 years ago when you and Capricorn held hands in the high school hallway together, right? There's something about this has not aged the way you thought it would. And again, I'm saying this gently. It's coming to the recognition that, oh, okay, like they really aren't my person. If it's taken this long, if there's so much struggle or opposition or blocking, that's a sign like cease and desist. It's not your person. I kind of want to read a new message, but I can just tell because this is so just hitting me over the head with all these messages. I will try for something new, but this seems like the message that needs to be taken away. Yeah, there's just like someone who's a little bit delusional, or just doesn't see the hints, or if they do, they refuse to acknowledge them. And I'm even going to say, because tarot is a tool of self-help, I think this person, whoever they are, would benefit from seeking other again, like therapy or something. Not just relying on tarot readings. Yeah, this is someone who watches a lot of tarot readings, specifically about love. It's never about them. It's never about what they can do to improve their life. They just watch for the cross watcher, or you know what I mean? So if this is you, if you are constantly watching on that one Capricorn who's been not single for 10 years and you're waiting for them to come around, I'm going to challenge you to hear this message. This is probably for you, and it's saying, what are you doing? Why are you doing this? Why are you not fixing yourself? Why are you not healing the part of you that so desperately needs to be loved by Capricorn? It's a sign for you to turn inward and really contemplate on you, on your individual path. You can't force something that isn't meant to be, and if you're being met with opposition and struggle, have faith in God and Source and Spirit, the universe, that you need to release control. Yeah, you can't live in fantasy land anymore. Where is the logic? Where is the swords, right? Where is the information? Where is the evidence? Yeah, whoever this is, they're going to realize they created a lot of fantasies, a lot of fictitious scenarios in their head. And this person may struggle with depression. There's a need for this person to escape reality. Because, yeah, it's easier for them to live in fantasy. This person needs some help. And I don't know, for all I know, Capricorn, maybe this is your kid. Maybe this is your parent. Maybe something on the fringes has to do with Capricorn. But I don't really know where this is, because I don't think for most of you this is you. I think this is someone else. Yeah, you're already taken. This is the exact same story. Okay, so I'm pretty much going to wrap it here, but just to reiterate, there's someone who lives in fantasy land who loves the thrill of the chase, trying to impede on what is already a working, functioning team. So the person who's already on that team and quite clearly is taken, they have a romantic partner or someone they've invested a lot of emotions in. They're like, no, we're good. This person is constantly doing the thing of, well, maybe they'll have room for me if I do this. Maybe if I look different. Maybe if I message them this way. Maybe if I, you know what I mean? Maybe if I flatter them and flirt with them on social media, this person is unstable. Do you understand that? Their emotions are huge swells. Again, huge, spikes in their emotion. This person needs help. I don't know what else to say. I never mean to offend, but there's a unusual energy I'm getting from this. So, friendly reminder to anyone, right? You know, tarot is a great tool for finding your inner strength, but it really does have a greater purpose than just spying on the person you have a crush on. Of course, there's a time and place for that. If you can use those messages to empower yourself and get the knowledge and information you need to go out and kick ass and live your best life, by all means, take a peek in on that person. But if this truly is your message, then take the information and apply it in your life. Don't just be like, oh, that's not my message. Click to the next one. That's where you kind of find yourself drowning in this, again, like fantasy land and not wanting to acknowledge the truth. The truth is being preached at you. This is representing Spirit and God and Source. Are you hearing my preachings? That's what I'm sort of getting from this. I've been teaching this to everyone. I don't know. The idea of preaching what you need to hear, some of you are refusing to listen. Oh, Capricorn, I'm probably going to throw a bonus reading at you, but not after this. I need to do a couple more and separate myself from this energy, because it's just going to keep being the same thing. Yeah, so I hope whoever needed to hear that did. I promise I will give you a second reading, though, so stick around for that. All right, thanks for joining me today, guys. I will see you next Tuesday for more tarot. Bye, Cap.